Hello, Vanny87, which is the new name for this channel now, and you might notice I now have a new profile picture if you actually watch my channel, because I've noticed I'm pretty sure the only views I actually give is from myself accidentally. But literally on the last video I recorded like a few days ago, Monty has since came to me, so yeah, that's good. And so the real reason I'm gonna make this video is not because of Monty. I have two more plushies on the way. Nightmare Freddy's still coming on. I realized I accidentally called him Nightmare Fred Bear, and also when I was talking about Funtime Freddy in that one video, I meant to say a Funtime Freddy plushie, not a Funtime Freddy voice. So, but here's my various pitches for how each villain in each FNAF movie, because it might only go to free, but if it were to go to like security breach and then maybe not ruin, but some of them would have to be like series, like streamable series, rather than movies, because it would have to break it into parts. And if it would be like Endgame. It would be like Infinity War and Endgame, but way longer. So, yeah, no one wants to wait that long to see a FNAF movie. But how the villains would work, and also a little pitch for like each movie. Sorry, I just have to scratch my eye. So, I want FNAF 2 to start off with a Charlotte Emily flashback to when she was murdered. Now, instead of William just coming out of his car and just stabbing her, I want her, because I'm pretty sure Charlie was canonically free when she died, but I want her to at least be smart enough to know that a knife means she's in danger. So she'll run for her life before William ends up killing her. And then the whole, the puppet comes to her and her spirit possesses it. How I'd want it to work in the movie is, because we had William Afton's big reveal at the end, and I mean, I guess you could do the same thing here with all of them, well, except for FNAF 3, because Springtrap is the prominent villain. But basically, in the finale, Mike accidentally breaks the box, and therefore cannot wind up, causing the puppet to awaken and come attack him and Jeremy. Which I hope Jeremy's in the movie. I don't really have feelings for Jeremy. I just feel like wouldn't be complete if he wasn't in it. But the main way the puppet would attack people is it would like wrap around them, constrict them almost. Sorry, I just thought I heard someone. But then it would be like the animatronics realizing that William killed them, and it would be a similar thing, like puppet calls off the animatronics attacking, and then almost like has a heartfelt, like, eye-to-eye moment with Mike. Also, I swear if they make Garrett the puppet, I'm gonna be angry. I will walk out. Oh, and not even watch the rest of the movie if Garrett is the fucking puppet. Sorry for the swearing. How Springtrap would work in a FNAF 3 movie. Well, he would be brought in on night 2, and I think we want the Phantoms to do. Also, the Phantoms, I feel like in movie terms, they wouldn't look how they would in the movie. They would just look like it would just be a hallucination of just the regular animatronic, just slightly damaged or burnt. So, like, if you've ever seen the Macbeth movie, which is based on a William Shakespeare book, there was a ghost of someone that Macbeth killed, and then his ghost appeared, but it didn't look very damaged. It didn't look exactly like a ghost. It didn't have any glowing effect. It just looked like a regular person. So that's how the Phantom animatronics would work, in my opinion. They would just look like the regular animatronics. They would just attack him, and then he'd be fine, but he'd just be fighting for his life while breathing. How Springtrap would work, I feel like on night 4 is when he would then awaken, and, well, night 3, he'd probably wake up and then just wander around, and night 4, he then, like, realizes that Mike is there, and night 5 would be the big finale. Like, I want, like, it's full on, like, war. It's like an actual war that goes on between the two, and then Mike, like, pins him against the wall with, like a spike or something, or, like, a cattle prod, and then hits him with an axe, which causes his face to get ripped off. And then it reveals that was William, even though Mike was there, unless he gains dementia or something. But then, like, Mike attacks him with a crowbar, and then sparks happen upon hitting William, or Springtrap, and then that causes the whole place to go on fire. And then that's the end of William until FNAF 6. Or a sister location one with a post-credit scene with Dark Trap. How Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmare, and Nightmarian would work. Nightmarian would be for a part 2 of a FNAF 4 movie where the child is in, like, a coma nightmare, and it's, like, October, and, like, it's Halloween. So, yeah, he then, like, imagines, like, more nightmarish versions. For some reason, I want Fredbear to have, like, a metal number. Like, he sings at one point. I don't know, something by, like, maybe that's, what metal were popular in the, but then again, I don't think this is actually going to be set in the 80s. It might be set in, like, sometime like that. Because, I mean, we got to see the Bite of 87. I meant the Bite of 83. I get them confused. Damn it, Markiplier. But yeah, like, the Fredbear plushie, the child, we're going to call Evan, he burns that on night 4, even though that's not when Fredbear comes out. And then that causes Nightmare to appear. I'm not going to dwell on FNAF 4 Part 2, even though I just said, like, not waiting for multiple parts of a movie to come out. But sister location, how Ennard would work. Every night, which I'm pretty sure how this happens in the game, is every night an animatronic gets scooped. And they have, like, a... Sorry for the shaking, my hand is twitching. Let's swap hands. So, what I'd want Ennard to be able to do is, so if we're gonna keep Michael alive for this whole series, Ennard would end up scooping one of the cleanup crew. And also, speaking of the cleanup crew, I want a scene where he splits his body parts, sort of like Buggy the Clown from One Piece. I've never watched One Piece, I just know who Buggy the Clown is. And, like, the body parts attack each one of them and brings one to the scooping room. And then the fight between Mike and Ennard happens for them. So then, even though technically all 4 animatronics that kill you in Pizzeria Simulator are all technically the main villain, I think that there'd be 2 separate plot lines. There'd be the puppet side of the plot line and the Michael Afton part of the plot line. Within the Michael Afton part, it would be Molten Freddy, Scrap Baby, and Scrap Trap, who would be the prominent villain. But for the puppet side, it would be Lefty. Lefty would be hunting down Puppet the whole time. After Mike buys her, which if you're wondering why I'm calling Lefty a she, go watch my autism reveal. Anyway, so I want Molten Freddy to be able to spit fire, and Scrap Baby to, like, have, like, retracting claw, because that would make it a bit more thrilling. We'd also probably get to see, like, how Lefty captures Puppet, what kind of mechanism it is, because I definitely know it's not, like, extendable tendrils with clamps on them that just drag her inside of it. Also, even though Lefty's supposed to have controlled shocks inside of her to prevent Puppet from taking control, I want those controlled shocks to get damaged, and then therefore useless, and then Puppet controls Lefty, and then help Mike, Freddy, and Baby take down Afton while the pizzeria is burning down. The three of them drag Afton back in. So for an Ultimate Custom Night adaptation, I don't know how that would work, but Fredbear would have to be the main villain. Because I'm pretty sure he is the main villain. Either that or it's the Vengeful Spirit. But anyway. I'm not going to dwell on Help Wanted, but I will say I want Glitch to be like a twist villain. Because I'm pretty sure he sort of like just roams around. I want to like I want a part where like, because in Help Wanted, isn't there like a part where there you can see the animatronics like performing, and then I want the protagonists, whoever it's gonna be, and Glitchtrip to like kind of dance together, and then at a later point, Glitchtrip reveals his malicious intentions, and tries to take her down. For AR would not be possible in any way. But I feel like it would be like, Lefty was teased from the very beginning of AR, and then had her fully completed. And then guess what? They just scrapped her. But anyway, Security Breach. Now, even though Vanny is supposed to be the main villain of the game, she barely gets any time. The movie or series would give her more attention, and in fact make her the main villain. Even though you might say Burntrap could be the main villain, I want Burntrap to sort of be like a side villain. He's sort of like there to give you the sense that he's behind everything. Sorry, my throat just got a bit raspy. That Burntrap is behind everything, only for Vanny to come out and say, it was me all along. And I'd also want her to act a bit more animalistic. A bit more giddy. Like she enjoys hunting Gregory. Also, who the heck could play Gregory in a live-action Security Breach remake? I'd be thinking Finn Wolfhard, but if he was a bit younger right now, then that would be perfect. Just utterly perfect. But, I'm sorry if you heard a car horn outside, and my windows are open, because it's fucking hot right now. But, also the Blob would sort of be supporting villain in this final thing. I want Glamrock Freddy and Burntrap to fight to the freaking death, while Gregory just brings the Blob to it, while telling it that Burntrap is the cause of why it looks like that. I'm sorry if I take pauses in between. Like, that's just a thing with my autism. But I'd also want, near the end, I want Vanny to shove Glamrock Freddy off of a platform and end up killing him. Which would be a bit of a sad ending to the very sweet relationship that Gregory and Freddy have. But yeah, let me know how you would want the villains of each FNAF movie or series to do their thing. Like how you would want them to work in a way. And I'll see you next time. Ooh woo.